Hey guys, Lewis Howell here from Revolution Hive, and thanks for watching again. So today we're going to look at people removing their limits. And the reason why I say we need to remove our limits is because first and foremost, what is the limit? Like, honestly, ask yourself, what is the limit? There shouldn't really be a limit per se. Yes, we all have goals. Yes, we all have dreams. We all have visions. And for those of you that maybe don't, that is something you may want to start thinking about. And you maybe want to continue consuming information and content like this so you can start to develop that for yourself. But don't let a limit be there. And the reason why we thought that this would be relevant for us to speak about today is because many people, and we see this a lot, and I've even been a culprit of it. You know what I mean? What we tend to do in life is we have a vision for what we want something to be like. And, I'm not against it, but sometimes when you see people making vision boards and things like that, don't get me wrong, these things are good to do. They keep us inspired. They keep us motivated. They keep the picture in mind of what it is we want to achieve. But sometimes it's not going to go like that. Simple as that. And unfortunately, what we tend to find is people who are fixed upon one specific outcome, and the outcome being exactly how they visioned it, they're not adaptable. They're not flexible. They're not versatile. And that is so important if you're going to be successful in whatever it is you want to do. I can speak for myself. When I first started my marketing agency, I remember saying, this is exactly what the training program will be. This is exactly the types of people we will work with. This is exactly how much it will cost. It will work exactly like that. And after a while, I realized that the foundations of that will remain the same. But I need to be flexible. I need to be adaptable. The way in which you approach people needs to change. The content of that program may need to change. Maybe you need to decrease the length of that program. You need to be flexible and adaptable because what you believe something to be is not necessarily what others want. Because remember, we live life in service. It's simple as that. Whatever you do, you are serving someone else in some way. So whether you do that through business, whether you do that through employment, whether you do that through charitable work, you're serving in some way. And even if you create a product, your product is still going to serve someone in some way. So you have to be adaptable. You have to be flexible because you still got to respond to what other people want. It's just simple as that. So if we start to remove because the limits actually appear when we don't start to think about what others really want. That's what limits us. Because we sit there and we go, okay, this is exactly how I want it. And it's like, well, there are not a lot of things that exist in this world that you alone can get on your own. Like, it's not going to work like that. You still have to interact with others or do something with and for others anyway. So you need to remove these limits that you're putting upon yourself by saying, do you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It hasn't got to that yet, but that's the key thing, yet. But in the meantime, I'm willing to take stock of the situation and think, okay, what would be most beneficial at this point in time? There are some people, and I think, some of the team members that we work with, and Keshav, who I'm sure if you've been consuming a lot of our content, you'll know from himself, like, it's not just about, okay, where do you want to be in 5 years? What can I do today? Like, what do I actually need? What are the priorities today? Because when you start thinking about it like that, in terms of what's most beneficial today, then you start to understand what's going to be most impactful and what's going to be most effective. And that way you then get into the habit of achieving. Because I truly believe success is not an outcome. In my opinion, success is an emotion. If you feel successful and happy with certain of the things that you've been doing, you're going to continue to stay in that emotion. You're going to continue to stay in that mind state and everything will just start going right. And it sounds weird because people are like, nah, everything will never go right. But technically, everything will go right because even when something goes wrong, you'll manage to find the positive. So that's my piece that I wanted to share with you guys today. As always, thank you for watching. Please do leave your comments below. And I'd love to know, what are some of the limits that you've put upon yourself, say this year? What are some of the limits that you've put upon yourself in the past that you feel you're in a position now to begin to remove, or that you're not too sure of how you can remove yet? So please leave your answers in the comments below. If you've got any comments on this video, we'd love to hear it. Please do leave those below as well. And as always, check out Hive Library, which is our gift to you in terms of just so much more in-depth content that will help you to develop and help you to go to the next level in various different things that you're doing as well. Thank you.